wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is immense pleasure to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of class of 2022 students' lives, as it gives the returns to the efforts put in by the students throughout their academic endeavor.
And maybe a touch of nervousness, but most importantly, it's a day to celebrate all the hard work, late night study sessions, and the countless cups of coffee that got you to this very moment. This is your moment to shine. Today, we are here to honor your achievements, applaud your determination, and send you off into the world with a whole lot of pride. We are also here to express our gratitude to the teachers, parents, friends, and well-wishers who have supported and guided them along the way.
And we, Fahima and Hazika, are thrilled to be your hosts for this unforgettable graduation day celebration. We believe that any function is incomplete without invoking Almighty Allah's blessings. Thus, we would like to call Zikra and Nausheen on the stage to recite some verses of the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سندخلهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا لهم فيها أزواج مطهرة وندخلهم ظلا ظليلا إن الله يأمركم أن تودوا الأمانات إلى أهلها وإذا حكمتم بين الناس أن تحكموا بالعدل إن الله نعم ما يعظكم به إن الله كان سميعا بصيرا يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم فإن تنازعتم في شيء فردوه إلى الله والرسول إن كنتم تؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر ذلك خير وأحسن تأويلا.
I seek refuge with Allah from the cursed shaitan. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. But those who believe and do deeds of righteousness, we shall admit them to gardens under which rivers flow, abiding therein forever. Therein they shall have azwajun mutahharatun, and we shall admit them to shades wide and ever deepening. Verily, Allah commands that you should render back the trust to those to whom they are due, and that when you judge between men and you judge with justice. Verily, how excellent is the teaching which He gives you. Truly, Allah is ever all-hearer, all-seer. O you who believe, obey Allah, obey the Messenger, and those of you who are in authority. If you differ in anything amongst yourselves, refer it to Allah and His Messenger, if you believe in Allah and in the last day. that is better and more suitable for final determination. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
With an illustrious career in education and a relentless commitment to fostering excellence, this person has been the guiding force behind our school's success. Beacon of knowledge, innovation, character development. To give a red carpet welcome to everyone assembled, Mrs. Bhagirathi to welcome the gathering.
Winners are those who never quit, said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. A very good morning to one and all gathered here. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all for today's graduation ceremony to celebrate the achievements of our graduate students. My heartfelt greetings to all the distinguished guests, dignitaries, trustees of Shanti Education Trust, President of Parent Teachers Association, office bearers, dear graduates, colleagues and parents who gathered here for the first graduation ceremony of Hira Women's College 2023. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome the President of today's program, Janab K.M. Ashraf, Vice Chairman, Shanti Education Trust. He is great guide for all of us. We welcome you, sir. I take great honor to welcome Dr. Iran Muhammad Khan, Professor, Department of Studies in Electronics, who is known for his kind deeds and professional services. He has achieved great success in his field and has significantly contributed to the society. I would like to call upon Janab Abdul Karim to honor the guest with a token of love. Thank you, sir. We are proud to welcome Dr. Syed Kazim, Associate Professor, CMS Business School, Jain, deemed to be University. He is truly set a benchmark of multi-achievements. He is man of distinct vision and fountainhead of illuminating ideas and experience. May I now request Janab A.H. Mahmood to honor the guest with a sapling. I feel honored to welcome Janab K.M. Sharif, Founder Chairman, Shanti Education Trust. He has been a role model for entire Hira family. We welcome you, sir. I heartily welcome Jana Mahfouzur Rahman, Trustee, Shanti Education Trust, NRI entrepreneur. He has been our backbone since day one. I request Janab Umar Baba to honor the guest with a sapling. Hearty welcome to Janab A.H. Mahmood, Chairman, Shanti Education Trust, always given constant support towards every activities of our college. A very special welcome to Janab Rahmatullah, Correspondent of Hira Institutions. A warm welcome to Maulana Shoaib Hussain Nadwi, HOD, Value Education Department. I am pleased to welcome Janab Abdul Karim, the Secretary of Shanti Educational Trust. I extend a warm welcome to Janab Zakir Hussain, Administrative Officer, Hira Institutions. It's my pleasure to welcome trustees and manager of Shanti Education Trust. Indeed, your presence has added the glory to the event. It's an honor to welcome our PTA President, Janab Abdul Bashir Ahmad, and all the PTA members who have graced the occasion with their presence. It's my pleasure to welcome the heads of the Hira institutions, Mrs. Fatima Mehroon, Mrs. Manjula and Mrs. Reena. Welcome you, ma'am. I welcome the program in charge, Mrs. Arsha, Vice Principal, Program Coordinators, Mrs. Arshana and Mrs. Ruxana. I wholeheartedly welcome our teaching and non-teaching staff who are the core of this event. I would like to welcome all the students who are the soul and essence of this event. It's my pleasure to welcome our special dignitaries of the dais who are proudly present here to receive their convocations. I offer my warmest congratulations on your academic success. May you reach your highest goal of your life. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to welcome media partners. Once again, I welcome you all and hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you, one and all.
In requesting our head of the Value Education Department of Hira institutions, determination and self-confidence, who incessantly chisels only the excellence of the individuals to institution and in fostering a culture of academic excellence and social faculty and staff.
We are gathered here to felicitate our graduate students, to give them award of graduation. In this occasion, I feel very proud to be the part of Hira institution and the part of this program. Dear students, but dear scholars, dear researchers, after the graduation, when you were awarded a certificate of degree, you will feel something different in your life. After calling you graduate, let me share a few words with you to be the part of your thoughts in your life. Actually, these moments are very memorable moments in our life. We can't forget it in our whole life. But it gives us some messages. It demands from us some standings in our life. It asks us to be sincere in our whole social life after this graduation. Actually, the education is the key of the success and the key of the successful life. But actually, the education in the meaning of getting knowledge, information is not enough to make successful life. We want something else. We expect something else. After the graduation, responsibility is different. Your position is different. Your place is different. The demand from the society is different. The expectation of the school and the management and the college is different. Overall, the expectation of the whole surroundings is different. You are not like other students when they are in the student life. Now, you are getting some responsibility in your life. I would like to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us human being. So He puts some special responsibilities upon us that is not for other creations. Similarly, when you are educated, you are called educated people, graduated people. These women are the educated women. These ladies are the graduated ladies. It means you have separate place. You have separate position in the society. People are observing you from different angle. They want something different from you. That is not your information, what you have put in your mind throughout the life of your college life and school life. But remember my words. Now you will be judged in the society by your character, by your relationship, by your behavior, by your dealings, because all the people will see you from different angle. You are graduated, you are literal one, you have the chance of education in your life. So many girls are there without education. What is the difference between you and them? What thing distinguishes you from others? It is your character. It is your talent. It is your behavior. It will be checked and judged in your social life. Whatever degree, whatever certificate you have, it is beneficial for your higher studies. It will be acceptable and verified in your universities and different jobs. But the society will check you not by your certificates, but by your character, by your behavior, by your morals, by your etiquettes, by your dealings with others. How are you beneficial for the humankind? How are you good for your family? So I would like to say, be ready for this challenge. Stand firmly and prove yourself in the society. You know, when one person of you is the good representative of this Hira institution, far better than the thousands and thousands amount to be spent for the publicity. Your role is very important key role for our college also. Remember, now you are the role model. If I conclude my words in few points, I would like to say, now you are the role model for the society. Till now, people are saying, she is studying in the college, so she can do this and that, okay, we can accept. Now your position is different. Now you will enter in different life. After marital life, you will face some new challenges. How to prove yourself? How to utilize your knowledge in your social life? How to accept challenges of the society and prove yourself? How to be the beneficial one in the society for all the human beings? If you prove yourself, this is the actual success of your life. High marks, good rewards, all are valuable, appreciable, but the main challenge, and I can say the main success of your whole education is to prove yourself good, best, beneficial for the society in your whole life. I hope all of you will be the good mother, will be the good sisters, will be the good partner of life, will be the good persons in the society. You will change the society by your education, by your knowledge, by your character, by your behavior. I conclude my talk and I thank all the management to call me in this occasion, and as I am the part of this institution, I am participating in this program. I feel very proud, very honored to be in this program. Jazakumullahu khaira wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
The registrar evaluation, visiting the center for the examination. I think I have come here during the cultural activity program when I was a registrar of the university. Today, my esteemed friend, my well-wisher, Professor Rahmatullah Sahab, never left me. I was telling him I will be out of station, but he is after me and telling me that I should be here. And I'm happy to see you all in this sort of attire. And I feel very proud that so many people are graduating from such an esteemed institution. My dear friends, you have just heard Janab Shoaib Saab giving you a piece of advice, telling about how important your education would be. What does education mean? Why we should take education? What does education do to us? How it helps us? Overall, do you all wish to be a person or a personality? It goes there. Everybody lives, everybody dies. My PhD guide used to tell me, everybody lives, everybody dies, but how are you different? Everybody is a person, but very few of them become personalities. You should try to become a good personality and strive towards personality development. How do you develop your personality? Personality development goes through a concept which is called as education. What is education? What is education? Education is not acquiring degrees. You may have a BCom, you may have a BBA, MBBS, PhD, BE, etc. But that is not education. Education, in terms of Islam, is trying to understand what is right, what is wrong, to distinguish between what is true, what is false. If you are able to distinguish that, then you have a little of education. What you are trying to do now is ilm, trying to get knowledge about a certain subject which will help you in your life. What you have studied in your school days, throughout for the last 15, 16 years, right from the school to your high school to your PUC and then to your degree, has only made you a matured individual. Maturity has come up. If you now stand beside a person who has just passed his SSLC or passed his 10th standard or has passed his 5th standard, definitely your behavior will be different from him. If you stand beside a PhD holder or one of the esteemed persons sitting here, then your behavior will be different from what he is. So in life, through education, we learn, we get maturity. We learn how to face life. We learn how to live with us, with the others, in the society. And the role of education should be to build your personality, to contribute to the development of society. Education is very important, especially for women. And I would stress on this, especially for Muslim women. Because if you look at the trends that are going on in the society today, what can a woman do? There is a famous hadith which says, if a girl is educated at home, then it helps 3 generations. Generation 1 is of her family, her husband, her children, the next one, and her family, the father, the brother. So if you look at it, 4 or 5 families are benefited from the education of a woman. Your education, it should not be just acquiring degree and forgetting it. What aim do you have in life? What do you want to become? Everybody should have an aim to become something in life. It's not just that we acquire a degree and forget it. I see that trend today. Many of them are without any aim in life. I ask so many boys, what do you want to do after education? He said, I will see. Whereas those days are different when we all were asked, what do you want to become in life? I would say, I want to become something like, say, a great personality. Okay, I want to say, I would like to become my father. My father is a very good teacher, very famous teacher. I said, I want to become like him. Somebody used to say, I want to become like a president. Somebody would like to say, I want to become Mahatma Gandhi. They had some aim in life, but today's youth lack that concept. I have seen this over the years. If you ask them, what do you want to do after education? Nobody has a particular goal. Do you say, I want to become a good lawyer? Do you say, I want to become the president of India? Do you say, I want to become a famous, a doctor or engineer, whatever it is, whatever as per your education? Many of them fail to say, you just start thinking. That concept should change. Live life with a purpose. And that purpose has been provided by you, by the institution to you, all of you. Hira Education Institution, Hira Women's College has been working hard day and night. You should be lucky to be a part of this institution. Along with the tenets of Islam, they have been giving you so much nice education. I am very sure the fees here is very much less compared to other colleges. And I am very sure the management is toiling day and night to give you the best of facilities. Despite this, if you don't show maturity, if you don't become somebody in life tomorrow, the efforts of all those people will go in vain. That is your responsibility, and that is what Janab Shoaib Sahab was trying to tell you, that you should be responsible citizens. Education is not just acquiring a degree. It is about transformation. One should transform. Your thoughts should transform. Your character should transform. Your personality should transform. How you weigh, or the way you live, the way you talk, the way you feel, everything should get transformed. Then you are said to be educated. What is transformation? It does not mean that today I was very silent, tomorrow I will have good manners. No. Manners and all come as etiquettes of life. Etiquettes are very important. Etiquettes of life. But transformation is transforming your ways of thinking. Transforming in the way in which you start looking at the younger ones, start looking at the elders, start looking at your colleagues, your peers in your college, in the place where you work, etc. Try to become somebody in life. We have the best examples who have been, say, successful in life. Hazrat Khatija Radhiyallahu Ta'ala, she was a big industrialist, very big businesswoman. Who was she? The wife of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She was one of the biggest businessmen. She had 1,000 people working with her. Isn't it? Who was the best muhaddis? Hazrat Aisha Radhiyallahu Ta'ala was the best muhaddis. You have heard of Razia Sultana, the queen. She was the queen who ruled North India. Isn't it? So if you look at this, women were the great achievers. So women getting educated is not going to be, say, you should not just stop at education here. Try to become somebody in life. Try to be successful. That is how you should transform yourself. You should try to lead. And today, the women who want to lead are required. Women who want to lead and show the path are required. Not only you have to tell your neighbors, you have to tell your friends, you have to tell your peers that you should develop a good personality. Whatever etiquettes of life are there, I see missing in most of the youth today. Today's youth, they are, one of the things I told you was they do not have any aim in life. All of you may be having, but I'm generally referring to people whom I come across, I talk. Apart from that, how you behave in society, how you live. All of you are practicing parda. But if I go and see in shopping malls, in places where there are a lot of women, look at the voice, the sound they're generating. Look at the way they're running about here and there. Wearing a parda itself has some etiquettes, how you behave. That tells about your character. You should develop your character. You should develop your character so that people will look and respect that. So you should try to look into those things. I do not want to go into details of that, else it leads to controversy. But still, I would like to say, whatever is required from you are etiquettes in life, good manners, which will make other people feel, yo, she's such a good person, she's such a good lady. So these are the things that we should all try to develop within ourselves. So developing a personality is very important. Else, we are not just here, or we are not born to just waste our time. We are born with a purpose. It's not only that we are only going to pray, isn't it? So if you work hard, if you try to be somebody in life tomorrow, then people should look at you as an example. People should look at you as, say, a role model. Try to become somebody who will be a role model for you. Your younger sisters, maybe your cousins, maybe somebody in the lane, somebody around your house should all say, point at you and tell, this is the best girl I have seen and I want to be like her. So education should transform you into that state. Then you have attained education. So after getting yourself educated, if you combine with the right attitude and if you combine with the right etiquettes of life, then definitely you will make the world around you look happier and you will contribute to become somebody good in the society. So try to be somebody like that in the society who will develop, who will have good etiquettes of life, good manners, so good persons, so that they become personalities of life. I wish all of you all the best and hope that few of you will take the name of this institution to much greater heights in terms of achievement. It's not just that. The other day I was interacting with somebody in PA college, an engineering graduate. Engineering graduate was telling me, why are you doing this? I said, no sir, I want to get married to a person who is staying abroad. If you want to do an engineering degree just to get married to somebody who is staying abroad, then that education is waste. I told her, better stop this, go and stand in the queue where visa is given and go. Get married to anybody there. So that should not be the thing. Our parents at home may not be educated. Okay, some of you may be the first generation educated people. Some of you may be the second generation. Some of them may be the third generation. Generation in the sense, you are the first people who have passed SSLC, first people to go to the college or school. It was like, say, my father was a teacher. So I become the second generation because I already had one person who was educated in life. So like that, you may be the first generation, second generation or third generation. Depending on where you are, your family should come up. Your family should become like that. So it's not that, say, in most of the schools it is say, please take my child here, you take care of him, they push it on the teachers and get away. That is not the way. You should be responsible. That responsibility should come in you, that I should be somebody in life. I should become something in life. I should behave well. I should bring a good name to my parents. I should bring a good name to my teachers, my school, my college, etc. If with that aim you are studying, definitely you will come out with flying colors. I hope all of you will go for higher studies. This is only a degree. Please do join PG courses if some of you are interested. Then some of you can take up careers. Some of you can take up professional careers. So with that, you can still go higher and try to become somebody in life. I wish you all the best, and I thank the management for giving me this opportunity to be amidst all of you here and say a few words. Thank you so much.
To develop the best that is in a person is by appreciation and encouragement. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this magnificent morning of felicitation. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate all the graduates. Congratulations, dear students. I am very much delighted to invite our chief guest, Dr. A.M. Khan, to honor the graduates of 2022. Asia Ashura, topper in Bachelor of Arts. Khadijat Faisa, Thomas Ria Rajan, Fatimat Saneha, topper in Bachelor of Commerce. Samira Afrida, Samshira, Neha. Thank you, sir. One second. Thank you, sir. May I request our chief guest, Dr. Syed Kazim, to felicitate our graduates of 2022. Aishat Raniza, Aisha Swaliha, Khadija Sana, Aisha Mehtas, Shakiba. I request the audience to encourage our students with the, thank you, Mariam Ishmat Hashmi, Mariam Ishmat Hashmi, Munisha Fatima, Aisha Farhana, Aisha Mohsina Sharina, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. May I request Janab A.H. Mahmood, Chairman, Shanti Educational Trust, to honor the graduates of 2022. Fatima Afifa, Fatimat Zuhra, Fatimat Zuhra, Minaz Fatima, she is a topper in Bachelor of Computer Application. Afrina, Aisha Shakiba, Faiza, thank you, sir. It's my pleasure to invite President of this program, Vice Chairman of Shanti Educational Trust, Janab K.M. Ashraf, to honor the graduates of 2022. Halima Alina, Fida Aisha, Fiza Parveen, Ishrat, Mushbira, I request the audience to encourage the students with their big applause. Rasina, Sheikh Ashfiya Zahid Ali, Umme Hani, Zamia Mariamma, thank you, sir.
Graduates once again. Moving forward, we gather here to witness a significant moment in the lives of these accomplished individuals. As they embark on a new chapter, let us come together to affirm the commitment to their values that will guide their future endeavors. Graduates, please rise. Today, you have successfully completed your academic journey and stand on the threshold of a promising future. As you take this next step, we ask you to solemnly pledge to uphold the following principles.
Right hand. As I read the oath, Repeat after me. I hereby solemnly declare and promise that as a graduate of Hira Women's College, I will use my knowledge and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of all the citizens of the society and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will, in my daily life and conversation, and in my thought, word and deed, conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions and dignity of all people. I shall faithfully uphold and promote the mission of Hira Women's College by being a person for others, competent in my profession, to which I may be admitted by virtue of my degree. I shall uphold and advance the social and indeed all-round welfare of my countrymen. This is my pledge. Put your right hands down. Now we move on from the right to the left. Yes, I am pleased to present to you the graduates of the class of 2022. Congratulations, you have made us feel proud with your accomplishments. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
With the merit certificates and cash award. May I request Janab Mahfuzur Rahman, NRI businessman and well-wisher of Hira Institution, to honor BCA topper Minaj Fatima. I request Minaj Fatima to come and collect her. Thank you, sir. Now, may I request Janab Rahmatullah, correspondent of Hira Institution, to honor the topper of Bachelor of Commerce, Fatima Saniha. Thank you, sir. May I request Janab Muhammad Hanif, a trustee of Shanti Educational Trust, to honor Bachelor of Arts topper Aisha Ashura. Thank you, sir. As you all know, we just not graduate the students with the academic, we also graduate them with the Islamic studies. In Islamic studies education, in advanced level, Mushbira from BCA topped. I request our HOD Maulana Shoaib Hussain Nadwi to honor Thank you, sir. I request Janab Abdul Karim, Secretary of Shanti Educational Trust, to honor Thomas Ria Rajan for securing topper in basic level of Islamic studies. Thank you, sir. I congratulate and appreciate the position holders and their parents who have put faith, hope and love together and have raised a positive person in society. Once again, thank you one and all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
On stage and share her thoughts and experiences with us.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Hi, this is Asya Ashura from the BA stream. First of all, I would like to thank all the managements and our teachers for giving us this opportunity to celebrate our graduation day. I have no words to express my gratitude for my achievement, and there are so many people involved in my success. So I want to thank all of them. First and foremost, I want to thank and praise our Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for always listening to my prayers. Whatever I am today, whatever I achieved today is only because of His blessings. Followed by my teachers, all the teachers, value education teachers and our secular teachers. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are the best teachers a student could ever ask for. I have the growth and progress I have seen in myself throughout this throughout my 3 years journey is all because of your good teaching and very good guidance. I really appreciate your hard work and efforts towards each and every student. Followed by my parents, my parents, dearest mom and dad, thank you for your love and support. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me. Whatever I am today is only because of you. Thank you so much. I want to give a special credit to my parents also. To all my dear classmates, you all have a very special place in my heart, and I will cherish all our moments together, all the times we have spent together. Lastly, I want to say a very special thank you to our college for giving me such a great opportunity to study here. I believe it was my destiny to get a chance to graduate from Hira College. Thank you so much for everything. And for my juniors, I would like to wish you the best of luck for your future as well as for your degree life. Once again, thank you so much, and everyone. Thank you so much for everything to everyone for those incredible 3 years. Thank you so much. Jazakallah.
Next, I would like to invite Minas Fatima from BCA to come on the stage and address the audience.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning to one and all gathered here. I am really grateful for this opportunity to give a small speech. I would like to start by thanking Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for giving me guidance and strength to complete my BCA degree. I would also like to thank my teachers and management for their hard work and dedication. I am forever grateful for your support. I would also like to thank my parents and family for their love and support. Finally, I would like to thank my fellow graduates. We have shared many memories together, and I am really proud to be graduating with you all today. I studied in Hira for 5 years, and it has been a wonderful journey. I would also like to encourage my juniors. I know that you all have the great potential to do the great things. So work hard, stay focused, and never give up on your dreams. Thank you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Finally, I would like to invite Fatima Saniha from BCom to come on stage and share her views with us.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. A very warm good morning to one and all gathered here. First of all, it's my honor and privilege to be a graduate of Hira Women's College. My journey as a student and president of this college was very much noteworthy. First of all, I would like to thank my mother who have guided and encouraged me throughout my life. Secondly, I would like to thank my lecturers without whom I could never achieve this milestone. Thank you all teachers. I would like to also thank our present and formal faculty members who stood by us and motivated us. I would like to also extend my thanks to our non-teaching staffs then I'm very much thankful for my life and destiny for giving me such a beautiful day. Thank you all.
Express their gratitude and appreciation to all those who have supported them along the way. We are proud of them and we wish them all the best for their future endeavors.
Success is not final. All we need is courage to continue and inspiration to move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted and honored to have with us today a very special guest speaker who has kindly accepted our invitation to address our graduates and share his valuable insights and experiences with us. He is Dr. Syed Kazim, who is an associate professor at CMS Business School, Bangalore. Dr. Syed Kazim is also an author, motivational speaker, international trainer, psychometric analyst and career counselor who has inspired and influenced many people with his passion. He holds a PhD in the field of management. He is the author of several books in the field of business, management and personality development. He has presented and published a number of papers at national and international conferences and journals respectively. We are truly grateful and humbled by his presence and we look forward to hearing his inspiring words and wisdom. Please join me in giving him a warm and hearty welcome.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulil Kareem amma ba'd. Fauzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Janaab A. Ashraf Sahab, Vice President, Shanti Educational Trust. The Chief Guest of today's graduation ceremony, Dr. A.M. Khan, Professor, Department of Studies of Electronics, Mangalore University. Respected dignitaries on the dais, respected teachers, students, parents, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Inshallah, in my address today, I am going to speak on 7-point agenda. I am going to talk about 7 different aspects or 7 takeaway messages which I feel all of you should take away after you have become graduates and completed your graduation from Hira College. The first and the most important lesson which we should learn or we should have it in our mind is that we have to think big. The first point which I want to mention is called think big. For us, the best role model is the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I am going to give you 2 examples from his life on how did Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, think big. Islam was at the initial stage of progress, initial stage of development. And after 13 years of prophethood, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam decided to migrate from Makkah to Medina. On the journey of his migration, he finds a person whose name is Suraka, who is actually come to catch Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When both of them encounter, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells him that, Suraka, go back. One day you are going to wear the bangles, the jewelry of Kaisar and Isra. These were actually basically the 2 big empires at that point of time, which was the Roman Empire and the Persian Empire. So Prophet ﷺ is telling that you go back, after some time it will get a time that you are going to wear the bracelets of Rome and Persia. For example, I telling all of you that one day you will go to White House and you will be sitting on the president's air. Fine, so it's a dream which looks very impossible. Fine, but Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had this dream, he thought big, and this was accomplished after a point of time. Then all of them moved from Makkah to Medina and they are about to face a battle, which is in English popularly known as the Battle of Trench. Fine, where a big pit was being dug so that the enemies don't enter Medina. And while all the Sahabas, all the companions, all the Sahabas, all the companions are busy digging the trench. There was a big stone which comes in between and nobody is able to break it. Then they invite Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to come and help them to break that stone. He takes a big hammer with him and he hits on the rock. After hitting on the rock, he tells, the keys of the Syria were granted to me. He hits on the stone the second time and he tells, Persia is granted to me. The third time he hits on the stone and he tells, I have been given the keys of Yaman. Basically telling that we will conquer Syria, we will conquer Persia and we will conquer Yemen. And during the period of Hazrat Abu Bakr and Hazrat Umar, Muslims went on to conquer all these places. Not only these places but the neighboring places as well. So the first lesson, my dear students, which I want to give you is, think big. Think big. Thinking big is very important. Unless and until you think big, you cannot do anything big. Because everything starts with thinking. Whatever you think will become your words. Your words will become your actions. Your action will become your habit. Your habit will become your character. And your character will become your destiny. So if you want to make your destiny, everything starts with thinking. So this is the first point which I want to tell you is think big. You cannot achieve big unless and until you think. Everything starts with the brain. In order to construct a building, the architect makes a blueprint. First the blueprint does not come on the paper. First the blueprint comes on his brain. In his brain he thinks about it, then he puts it on the paper. So the first thing what I want to tell you is think big. Lesson number 2. We need to become a lifelong learner, which is very, very, very important. I will give you one interesting incident which happened long ago, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in the Quran. At the time of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, who was one of the greatest prophet we have ever seen, he was basically given a command to go to a place, to travel a distance and to meet a person and to spend some time with him so that he can gain some knowledge. Generally, the prophet who comes at that point of time is the most knowledgeable person and the most intelligent person. But he does not tell Allah that why should I go and meet him. He gets the command and he decides to travel to that place with some food and with his slave, and he begins to travel. He goes and stays with him and tries to learn. So see, what I want to basically tell you is that try to understand the lifelong learning attitude of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, who was such a big prophet and he himself had the intention to learn. And what should be our intention? What should be our desire? You are graduates, please don't think that today I am going to become graduate and I will get married and that's the end. This is not the end, this is just the beginning. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. We are no way compared to Prophet Musa alayhi salam. But he is going, he is traveling, he is learning. He spent time with Hazrat Khizr. He learned so many things. He learned that whatever you see is not the reality. What we see is not the reality. What Allah wants is something else. What you see is only a partial part of the picture. So this is lesson number 2. I am not only motivating you to learn, but I tell you where to go and learn. We have a university called IGNO, Indira Gandhi National Open University. It's the biggest university in India which gives you distance program. You don't have to go and sit in a place and study. You have to enroll online, you will get the books, you will have to open the books, study the books and write the exam and you will get a certificate. So please try to learn. It's not only IGNO, but there are various online websites where you have professors from across the world coming and teaching you. Websites like edX, Udemy, Coursera, and Government of India also recently, few years back, they started a website called Swayam, where you get free online courses. You don't have to pay even 1 rupee. You can do the course for free. If you want a certificate, you will have to pay some 300, 400, 500 rupees and only then you will have to get the certificate if you want to. Fine, but as we should know that we are not We have not got educated to get this certificate. Fine. I completed my graduation long back. Today I don't know where my graduation certificate is. Fine. It is what certificate is not going to help. But what happened in that 3 years journey is what is actually going to help. Let's move ahead. Generally, you know who was considered the most intelligent person at one point of time, who gets the maximum marks. किसे ज़्यादा मार्क्स आते हैं वो सबसे इंटेलिजेंट है. But today the definition of being intelligent has changed. The most intelligent person today, is not the one who get good marks. There are 3 points to understand who is the most intelligent person. Please see whether you have these qualities. Only then you can call yourself as an intelligent person in the 21st century. Number 1, who has the ability to learn. Number 1, who has the ability to ask questions. Number 3, the person who has the ability to solve problems. So please see whether you have these 3 qualities. You have the ability to learn, ability to question, and ability to solve a problem. Third point. Fine, these were 2 points. What was the first point? Think big. What was the second point? Become lifelong learner. Let's go to the third point. Become a great wife and mother. I am not using the word good. I have used the word great. Blind. There is a huge difference between the word good and great. There is a book which is written by this author called as Jim Collin. The name of this book is called Good to Great. Which is better? Good is better or great is better? Great is better. So I have used the word great. I have not used the word good. I have used the word great. Jim Collin tells, who is the biggest enemy of great? In his book he writes, biggest enemy of great. He tells the biggest enemy of great is good. Good tells you have good marks, na? Be happy. You have good house, na? Be happy. You have good friend, na? Be happy. You are a good human being, na? Be happy. Why do you want to become great? Don't become great. If you have to become great, you have to put little hard work. So don't put this hard work. Don't do this hard work. Only become good. Never become good. Never be happy with good. Never be satisfied with good. Always try to become the greatest. Today I am forced to speak about Hazrat Khatija because she was not good. She was great. She was a great wife. She was there with Prophet Muhammad for 25 years. For 25 years. She was one wife which spent such a long time with Prophet Muhammad. And how did she support? She supported her morally. She supported him financially. She supported him emotionally. Tomorrow you are going to become wives. So you will have to support your life partners financially, emotionally, spiritually and morally. Only then they will be able to be successful in whatever they are trying to do. Prophet Muhammad was not able to achieve everything on its own. He got support from his wife, from his extended family and from his friends, because of which he was able to complete his mission in a very, very short span of time. Fine. Today whatever I am doing today, whatever small bit I am doing, my wife is also playing an important role. Few minutes back she was sitting in the last bench. I don't know where she is on. Fine. I also have my 3 children, so she might be busy with my 3 children. Fine, only because she is busy with her 3 children, I am able to stand here with peace of mind and then I am able to speak. The second point, yeah, she is coming. Okay. Yes, let me continue. I hope she was present when I spoke about her. Then Then the next part I told you, be a good wife. Second thing I told you, be a good mother. After you become a wife, after a period of time, very soon you people are going to become mothers. The fathers play the role in front of the screen. Front of the screen, who's playing the role? Father is playing the role. Behind the screen, mothers will play a role. People behind the screen will not be visible, but they have played a very important role to make all this arrangement. Father is someone who will sit on the stage, will come and speak. He will only be working for half an hour. This program is for 2 hours. Fine, he will come and everybody will see the father. Who will see the mother? No one will see the mother. But Allah has seen the mother. Allah knows the role of the mother. That is why He said, paradise lies under the feet of your mother. If your mother is not happy, you will not get paradise. And getting paradise is also not easy. You have a very, very significant role to play. Because Hazrat Fatima was not good. She was great. I am forced to speak about her. I am going to give you one example. She had children like Hazrat Hussain. Hazrat Hussain and Hussain, who played a very, very important role in the spread of Islam after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So are we going to have sons and daughters like Hazrat Hussain and Hussain who are going to strive for truth, who are going to strive for justice? And I promise you, I'll tell you, really, fathers cannot do it. It is the mothers who are going to do it, because mothers are the first teachers. They will go to school at the age of 5, 4 or 5. But even before they are born, today's science tells us that even when the child is in the mother's womb, he starts to learn. Today I am standing here after my wife or before my wife. It is my mother who has played a very, very important role. Otherwise, after graduation, I would have stopped. My mother motivated me to go and do post-graduation. And after I did post-graduation, I came to know that there is something called as PhD. Fine. So before I got married, my mother has played a very, very important role to put me in a good school so that I learn how to communicate, and whatever problems I had and whatever health issues I had, she took care of me. Fine. And after I got married, my wife has gone to play a very important role. There is a hadith which Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells that there are 4 women of paradise: Hazrat Khatija, Hazrat Fatima, Hazrat Maryam, and Bibi Asiya, the wife of Firaun. Fine. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is telling that these 4 are the women of paradise, and I gave you 2 examples of Hazrat Khatija, who was a very good wife, and Hazrat Fatima, who was a very good mother. Third point. Fine. Mothers play a very, very important role to identify the talent of the children, to encourage them, to motivate them, to support them morally, socially, emotionally. And mothers also go on to become a role model after a point of time. Let me move ahead to the 4th point. Take the untraveled path. What is the 4th point? Take the untraveled path. Don't do things what others are doing. Do something different now. Today, in the 21st century, people are afraid to do business. But even our first chief guest spoke about her incidentally. Hazrat Khatija becomes a very big businesswoman 1430 years back. She actually gets into Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam because she was into business, and she came to know that there is some man whose name is Muhammad. He does very good business and he is very, very honest. So what I want to tell you, do something different. Don't do something what others are trying to do. Think and do something. Don't fall into the rat race. You don't want to think what your friend is doing, you want to do. What your cousin is doing, you want to do. What your parents are telling you, you want to do. Please don't do that. Please think. Today we need youth, especially girls, in the field of psychology. Today there are so many psychological issues, and today it is predicted in the coming days Indians will have more mental issues. You need people who are in the field of psychology who will come forward and help people to come out of these mental issues and mental traumas. We want women in the field of journalism who can speak and who can write good articles. India is facing a lot of economic problems. Fine, we want women to learn economics and see how economics will work and what economic policies which we should have, so that everybody gets what they have to get. So this is my point number 4. Let me go to point number 5. Before we go to point number 5, let us do a small revision. What was the first point? Think big. What was the second point? Become lifelong learner. What was the third point? Become a great mother and wife. Number 4, take the less traveled path. Take the less traveled path. Number 5, because you had exams, you used to read, right? 5th point is develop a habit of reading. Don't stop reading now. Many students commit this big blunder. They stop reading soon after they write their last exam. They will even not read the newspaper. So dear students, please don't do this. Read if you want to lead. Any big leader if you see and you read their history, read their life, you will see that they are very good readers. The most richest people today in the world, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Mark Cuban, Jack Dorsey, Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos. Read their lives. You will come to know that they have not become rich overnight. They have been reading from a very small age, which is actually helped to develop their brain, and because of which they were able to think very differently, which a common man could not think, which a common man could not imagine. What you should read? First, read the Quran. See what Allah wants to tell you. Don't read it just like that. Read it with understanding. Quran was not only revealed to read, it was actually revealed to understand. It is a book of guidance. The Quran tells Hudal Linnas, guidance for mankind. I will give you one small example and explain. Somebody purchases a smartphone. After purchasing the smartphone, he uses the smartphone only to see the torch. He uses it only to see the light. Whenever there is no power, he will on the torch and he will see. He will not use it for any other purpose. He feels that it has a very good torch and he will use it. What will you call this person? You will call him a fool. You might call him innocent. You might call him ignorant. That is not the feature of the phone. That is not the actual purpose of the phone. The purpose of the phone is something else. Camera is torch is an added feature. If you start only reading the Quran and not understanding it and not implementing it, that means that you are using only one aspect of the mobile, one aspect of the smartphone, which is very small, but that's not the actual purpose. You should also read, you will also get reward for it, but that's not the actual purpose. So read the Quran, read the Seerat of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, especially the 23 years of prophethood. Read Hadith, then read Islamic history, then read Indian history, and there are various self-help books. Read them, then read what is happening around you. If you develop a habit of reading, it will help you in the long run. It will help you to imagine. It will help you to improve your memory. It will improve your concentration. It will motivate you. It will help you in your continuous development. Studies have also shown that if you read, your stress level will be reduced. And the most important thing, you will become more confident because you have more knowledge than the other person. So please develop the habit of reading. Last point under reading. What was the first word revealed in the Quran? Iqra, Bismi Rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read. The first word in the Quran is read. The first command which is given to mankind is read. Fine. Namaz was important, fasting was important, zakat was important, hajj was important, but Allah chose to reveal the first word as read, so that you read. Only when you read, you get knowledge. Only when you get knowledge, you will be able to implement. Only when you get knowledge, you will be able to differentiate what is right and what is wrong. Right? Please develop the habit of reading. Let's go to point number 6. Point number 6 is be consistent. Don't be like a soda bottle, Pepsi, Coca-Cola bottle, Hana bottle. Here I see, I've come to Mangalore from the past 2 days, I'm seeing Hana everywhere. Fine, so you shake the bottle and you open, the fizz comes out. And after 10-15 seconds, it goes down. Don't be like this. Don't be like a soda bottle where you will do something once and finish it off. Do something consistently. I am not telling this. Prophet Muhammad has said this. He said, the most beloved deed to Allah is the one which is regular, even if it is small. What is the hadith? Prophet Muhammad said, Allah likes the deed which is regular, but even if it is small, no problem if it is small. No problem if you are reading one page. No problem if you are giving 1 rupee. But you do it every day. You do it consistently. That is what will actually happen. Prophet Muhammad as I told you, is the best example. He achieved his mission in the span of less than 23 years, which is considered as the world's shortest revolution the world has ever seen. No revolution in the world has taken place in 23 years. Does anybody know about any revolution which happened in 23 years? No. One of the reasons why this revolution took place in 23 years is because of consistent hard work from the day of prophethood till the last day by Prophet Muhammad and his companions. From the Quran we get to learn that Nuh alayhi salam strived to spread the message of truth for 950 years. I am not telling you to strive for 950 years. All of you are 20 years. Strive for 40 years till you are 60. That's the average lifespan in India. But Nuh alayhi salam is striving for how many years? 950 years. There is a book called Outliers, the story of success. The name of the author is Malcolm Gladwell. He writes in his book that anybody who wants to become an expert in something, he has to spend 10,000 hours. How many hours? 10,000 hours is what he has to spend. 10,000 hours. Spending 10,000 hours plays a very, very important role, and he tells that if you spend 10,000 hours, you will become an expert in anything. So if you want to become expert in anything, spend 10,000 hours. If you want to become a good public speaker, spend 10,000 hours. If you want to become a good writer, spend 10,000 hours. If you want to become a big counselor, spend 10,000 hours and you will become expert. In the year 1960, what happened in the year 1960? There was a person in Bihar, his name is called Manji. On him a film was also made. There was a big mountain in Bihar and his wife was trying to climb. She fell down and she got hurt. He wanted to take his wife to the hospital and it took 70 kilometers to go from the village to the hospital. He came up with an idea that why don't I cut the mountain? I'll cut the mountain and make one road. What is his plan? He wants to cut the mountain and make one road so that 70 kilometers will become 15 kilometers. So he decided to cut. So next day he came, he bought one hammer, he started hitting the rock, he started breaking. People asked him, what are you doing? He told them, no, I want to make one road. People started laughing and told, what stupid thing are you doing? You're trying to cut the mountain, it's not possible. But this person, Manji, he did not give up. He strived for 22 years, from 1960 to 1982, and he made one road. And now people are able to go from the village to the other village, from the village to the hospital, which is only 15 kilometers. He reduced the distance by 55 kilometers. He was only able to do it because he was consistent. So what I want to tell you, what message I want to give you, even if you are consistent, you can break a mountain which looks big, which looks large, which looks impossible. Last point. Strive for excellence. Whatever you do, strive for excellence. The problem is, we all are happy by becoming Miss Average. When I am addressing boys, I tell Mr. Average. Now I am addressing girls, I am telling Miss Average. Fine, we want to become Miss Average. We don't want to become excellent. But when you deeply study the teachings of Islam, we get to know that it is actually teaching us to become excellent. Prophet Muhammad has said that Allah loves one who does something in an excellent way. There is another hadith which Prophet Muhammad tells that Allah loves excellence in everything. Even if you slaughter an animal, slaughter in the most excellent way. There are 3 levels of spirituality. Level number 1 is Islam, level number 2 is Iman, and level number 2 is Ihsan. Level number 1 Islam is basically we are following the 5 pillars of Islam. That is level number 1. People who move above, they go to level number 2, which is called Iman, which basically means we are trying to gain knowledge, we are trying to understand what is there in the Quran, we are trying to implement what is there in the Quran. Second. Third is the level of Ihsan. Ihsan is basically doing everything in the most excellent manner. Whatever you do, you study in the most excellent manner. Become a mother, become excellent mother, become excellent daughter, become excellent speaker, become excellent friend, become excellent teacher, become excellent in everything. I will give you 2 interesting examples and end my speech for the day. Like how 2 women have achieved excellence. I'll give you example of 1 woman outside India and 1 woman who is inside India. 1 woman who was outside India who did something very wonderful, very interesting is called Fatima Al-Fahri. Fatima Al-Fahri was a woman in Morocco in the year 859 CE. You know what she did? She started the first award giving university in the world. What award you have received? You know where this idea came from, giving an award, giving it on paper, was from Fatima Fahri. It is there in the Guinness Book of World Record that this is the oldest university. I am not telling this because I am a Muslim and I am addressing some Muslim students here. This is there in the books, which is declared as the oldest award giving university in the world, which is started by a woman. See the contribution of women in education. So my question to all of you is, what is that you are going to do which is going to become excellent? You can tell, sir, ye to Morocco ka example hai. I will give you one example of India. Very interesting example. There was a woman whose name was Fatima Sheikh, not a very old. She was in the 19th century. She is basically from India, Maharashtra. She strived for education, especially for women, with her husband, and she went on to start the first girls' school in Pune. Hira is also a girls' school, right? This is a very new school. Who started the first girls' school in India was Fatima Sheikh with her husband in the 19th century in Maharashtra. After that, in India, people emulated this idea and they started to create a lot of school only for women, only for girls. See the contribution of women. So what I want to tell you, my dear sisters, my dear students, please don't sit back. Use your talent. On the day of judgment, Allah is going to ask you. He'll ask you about your eyes, he'll ask you about your ears, he'll ask you about the talent what he gave you. He will tell you, I gave you education, you completed your graduation, how did you use your learning? I gave you talent, how did you use your talent? I gave you your skill, how did you use your skill? I gave you language, how did you use your skill? So we should be ready to answer all these questions on the day of judgment, not only about our money, about our health, but also about the talent and skill what Allah has given us. I'd like to conclude my talk by doing a small revision of the 7 takeaway points which all of us, including the parents, including us, should take from here. Number 1, think big. Number 2, become a lifelong learner. Number 3, become a good mother and wife. Number 2, you are listening, Alhamdulillah. So I am very happy that even at the end of my talk you are listening. So we'll repeat it. Think big, become a lifelong learner, become a great mother and wife, take the less traveled path, develop the habit of reading, be consistent and strive for excellence. Jazakallah khair. I thank the Hira College for inviting me. Assalamu alaikum.
After listening to Dr. Kazim's inspirational talk, I didn't come out of it. First of all, I want to congratulate all our students who are graduating from Hira Women's College. And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. My dear students, you have achieved this graduation after almost 15 to 17 years of hard work. This is the important milestone of your life. As Dr. Kazim said, it is not the end, but it is the beginning. Because after this graduation, a lot of opportunities, a lot of gates are opening for you, for higher education as well as for career and so many things. And during this journey, along with you were your parents, society, your teachers from primary to degree college, and the humanity in large. So, first and foremost, all above this is the God Almighty. Because if God Almighty have not blessed with the fitness and health and the wisdom, you couldn't reach this stage. You cannot have come this far. So first of all, we have to thank Almighty Allah. And we know that we are the best of creation of the best creator of this universe. And every creation expects, every creator expects that the creation should serve him. Here in this college, you have not only pursued your education in arts, commerce and computer application, but you have been given spiritual, moral, value education also. This is the education which gives us the purpose of our life. So, first of all, we have to be thankful to our Lord, our Creator, what He expects from us. He expects from us that we recognize Him as the lone Creator, cherisher, nourisher and Lord of the universe. And He expects us that we obey Him. We obey Him in our all walks of our life. And in obeying this, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our role model. So here, lot of things you have heard from our two distinguished guests. So now I want to only tell on behalf of our trust what is our expectations. As I told you, as you pass this graduation, your family, your society, your nation, humanity in large expects lot of things from you. One aspect of what is graduation and a non-graduation. I want to give you an example. We have two glasses. One is plain glass. Another glass or a beaker which is graduated, we say. What is the difference? A plain glass, we don't know how much water it has or how much water from that we drink. A graduated glass or a beaker, that means it shows how much accurately, how much water it has. So, when you are a graduate means your talk, your behavior, your opinions, there is weightage for that. It is considered as the correct. It is considered as the standard. So this we have to remember the difference between graduate and non-graduates. So henceforth, your talk, your opinion, your behavior, your character, every will be mattered. It will be measured. They will see you. It will become a standard. So you are the standard bearer. So while in your future life, whether you go for higher education or you go for some career, whatever career you pursue, whether you want to remain just a housewife, as Dr. Kazim says, what we expect is that you excel in each of your chosen field. And number one, do not cross the limits and barriers which has been put forward by our Creator Almighty Allah. Follow the limits and barriers which our Almighty Allah, our Creator, has put for us. Number one. Number two, be good to the humanity, be beneficial to the humanity as a whole, because our aim is to please our Creator, our God, Almighty Allah. And Allah pleases with those who behaves, who are beneficial to His family. Whole humanity is His family. Like our father or mother are happy and they pleased with us when we take care of about whole family. The same way, God will be pleased with us. He will reward us in this world and in the hereafter when we are beneficial to His family, the whole humanity. Number three, money should not be our priority. Like a boat floats on the water, we should float on the money. We should not sink in the money. If water comes inside the boat, it will not float, it will sink. The same way, the money or the luxurious things and everything, it should not be our ultimate goal. We will get it in our efforts, it will come by itself. The last point is that in your life you will face lot of competition. You will feel lot of hurdles. You will face lot of challenges. Take the hurdles as the challenges and face it. Never get disappointed. Lot of people we see that even the educated people, when they face some real challenges in the life, they choose the path of suicide. Anybody from our Hira, if we feels that a graduate from our Hira Women's College, she is disappointed, that is a very big disappointment for us. So whatever you face in the life, never get disappointed. Take it as a challenge. Believe in yourself, believe in Allah and face it, and inshallah you will succeed. And I wish you all the best on behalf of myself and from all the trustees of this college. A very good, happy journey in your future life, in all your future endeavors. Wish you all the best. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessings of Almighty be on all of you. As William Arthur, a motivational speaker, once said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is just like wrapping a present and not giving it. I deemed it a great honor and privilege to be making the closing remarks and extending the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. First and foremost, on behalf of our college and entire fraternity of the institution, I extend my sincere thanks to Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Mr. K.M. Ashraf, Vice Chairman, Shanti Educational Trust, for adoring the presidency and also for your enormous support and guidance. We are really enlightened by your words, sir. Thank you. I extend a hearty vote of thanks to Dr. Airan Muhammad Khan, Professor and Chairman, Department of Studies in Electronic, Mangalore University. Your thoughts have enlightened our young minds, sir. Your intellectual way of imparting knowledge has added glory to the event. Your speech was so thought-provoking. It really made us think that, are we really persons or personalities? Surely all of us will try to transform ourselves from persons to personalities. I request Mr. Rahmatullah to honor the guest with token of gratitude. A deep sense of gratitude to Mr. Dr. Syed Kazim, Associate Professor, CMS Business School, Jain, deemed to be University, Bangalore. Thank you for your valuable time for us to grace the occasion and inspiring words. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely encourage us in all our future endeavors. Thank you for making us to think in order to achieve beautiful destiny. All of us would hard work to be great one day in all the fields of our life, inshallah. I request Mr. Zakir Hussain to honor the guest with token of gratitude. Thank you, sir. A special mention to Mr. Mahfuzur Rahman, Trustee, Shanti Educational Trust. Thank you for your generous contribution, sir. Indeed, your presence is honor to the event. I request Maulana Shoaib Hussain Nadawi to honor the guest with token of gratitude. Thank you, sir. My sincere gratitude goes to the management for their rock-solid support system and encouragement. It is their dream which has come true that we are on the celebration. My wholehearted gratitude goes to Mr. K.M. Sharif, Founder Chairman, Shanti Educational Trust. Thank you for your kind-hearted support and cooperation, sir. My sincere gratitude goes to Mr. A.H. Mahmood, Chairman, Shanti Educational Trust. Thank you for your wholehearted support, sir. I thank Mr. Abdul Karim, Secretary, Shanti Educational Trust. Thank you for being so supportive and cooperative, sir. A special thanks to Mr. Rahmatullah, Correspondent, Hira Institutions. Thank you for your enormous support and hard work, sir. A special mention to Maulana Shoaib Hussaini Nadwi, HOD, Arabic Department, Hira Institutions, for your informative involvement in the event. Thank you for reminding us, all of us, how to be responsible spiritually. A deep sense of appreciation to Mr. Zakir Hussain, Administrative Officer, Hira Institutions. Thank you for being so enthusiastic, supportive, and dedicated throughout, sir. We are fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff. I would like to thank torchbearer of this event, our respected principal, Mrs. Bhagirathi, for leading and inspiring us in working towards the goal of conducting the event. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank Vice Principal and Program in Charge, Mrs. Harsha, whose cooperation is always been in every program. Thank you, ma'am. I thank Mrs. Archana and Mrs. Ruxana, coordinators of the event, for their effort and involvement to take on the completion of tasks beyond the comfort zone. Thank you, ma'am. I thank all the teaching and non-teaching staff for their untiring efforts. I would like to thank all the students. I would like to thank Mr. Ahmad Bashir, President of PTA Association, Parent Teachers Association, for his support, and all the PTA members for their cooperation. I would like to thank all the students. I really appreciate their support and cooperation. They have been enthusiastic and excited to the event. Many wonderful achievements in your life. Thank each one of you for being with us.
Thank you, ma'am. In the